everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. As you can see, the beard is flying out and I'm still trying to keep on top of my head shaves and obviously my neck and cheek shaves. So as you can see, my neck is looking reasonably okay. I haven't been using moil grooming for probably about a week now. Big fool me, but I keep using balms and new things, so I'll be back to moil grooming and just see if I can clear my neck up again. Now, I'm still a little bit bunged up, so I'm a little bit nasally, so you'll have to put up with my shitty accent with a nasal tone to it. So I'm going to start off today with some Furball on the head. So a good squirt of that. Now this stuff, I'm not 100% sure how well it works, but for some reason when I use it, I don't really get any irritation. So I think it does something. It definitely does something. So rub that in there, and then I'm going to get some more. I'll do my head shave first, but I'm just going to rub this just on my neck here, and on the cheeks. Dip my fingers, a bit of water on there. Now, I believe this is a water-based lubricant, or water-based pre-shave. And the reason I say that is because when you put it in the water, it just dissipates off your hands with the water, and you're not left with any oily residue or anything like that, which is nice, because the oily residue that you get from a lot of pre-shaves can clog your razors up. So what I'm going to do, I'll use a brush today with it. Do you know what, I might just use it, I might just slap it straight on. Head Slick from Headblade. I'm using the front facing camera, so obviously you can see over in the mirror over there, you can see the back of the head as well, hopefully, a little bit at least. And we'll get some of this onto the fingers. You don't need a whole lot of that, that's probably actually too much. Just going to put a bit more water on my head. And here we go. Now just so you know, Headblade, or Head Slick from Headblade, even though I'm using my hands here, can be used with a brush, and it lathers up really, really well. Very dense lather, very creamy, very slick. But as it is, I'm going to stick with it just on my hands today. And that's probably about the right sort of consistency that I want. Very slick stuff. So yeah, I've been getting a lot of questions about when I'm going to shave the beard off. Now, alright, I'm back. I've been on the phone for about 30-40 minutes, so as you can see, there ain't much left on the dome. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a bit of water on my fingertips and just see if I can sort of activate this again and see whether it actually works or not. Because this has been on here for a while and it's not really doing anything. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shave anyway and just see how it goes, because obviously shit happens sometimes. Let's just roll with it and see how it goes. Above the tie, R1 Calypso. Now this razor may or may not be leaving my den very soon. I don't really need it because the Karve razor covers all my needs. But I do like this razor. I think it's a very, very smooth, comfortable shaving razor that does an excellent job. It's lightweight, it looks great, it's smooth, and it's very, very efficient. Now, if you've used above the tie razors before, the R1 is, or the R stands for regular, I believe, which is just sort of regular growth. You've not got heavy, thick hair, and you've not got very fine, sort of soft hair. So it's made for just your average Joe. Now, it is very well machined. I mean, as you can see, it's just peeling the hair off. There's no effort involved, there's no tugging, there's no pulling. It just does exactly what you want from a double-edged razor. And we are pretty much BBS on all those areas around my ears. I've got to use this around my ears when I'm using this. Now this is the Omni Shaver. It is a 2 cartridge style razor. One set of blades faces this way, one set faces that way, and you pretty much just sort of pull it backwards and forwards over your hair. It does pivot, as you can see there. Pivots there, it pivots there, it pivots at angles, it just moves all around. It is a phenomenal little tool. This is shave number shave number 15, and let's see how she goes. I'm sort of just waiting for it to die. I'm waiting for it to stop cutting, because 15 shaves on cartridges is a lot. And obviously you have to take into account the design of this razor. It is made really for extended use without having to replace the blades. It's almost an eco-friendly sort of version of cartridge razors. And it performs really well. You know, I can go over the same bits over and over again. I don't really have any issues. I think I've got a little bump there, I've just nicked a little bump. You don't really have to rinse it out, but as you can see, just a quick rinse in the water and it's crystal clear again. The feedback on it is absolutely off the chart. If you're one that loves the feedback sound, this is like buttering the largest slice of toast with the biggest bread knife in the world. It is just phenomenal feedback. And you can really feel when it's taking the hair right down and you've got nothing left to shave. It just becomes smooth and the sound sort of goes away, as you can hear. Give it a little rinse and then we'll have a bit of a feel about, see what we've got. Go a little bit over here. And this is with, I think it's 2 days growth. In fact, it might be 3 days growth. I mean, really, for me personally, there's nothing quicker on the market. Now, I do go for a complete BBS head shave, so it takes a little bit longer. For you guys out there that are happy with a damn fine shave on your head, then this would be a great tool just for a quick buff every day, just to get you to where you need to be. It is a superb little tool. I've cut myself with it once, and it was mainly through really just being a bit of an idiot. I'm saying you can see over in that mirror, you can't see shit from my arm. Just so simple to use. A little bit messy, because you get obviously all the hair goes everywhere. It's not like a DE where it gets picked up in the shaving cream and then comes off. It ends up all over the place, all over the sides of your face, like so. So it's a little bit messy in that regards, but that's well worth the hit. Just having a bit more of a feel, and that feels pretty damn good. Just a little bit there. That's us. Shirt It's filthy, covered in hair. Crystal clear. It really is. I can't fault this razor and how easy it cleans. It's probably the easiest cleaning cartridge razor you'll ever use. There's no stress with it, no pressure whatsoever. Right now, the video footage that I'm seeing right now, that I'm seeing in my camera, this is the front facing camera, looks pretty good. Last time I used it, it was pretty shit lighting and it was pretty average video quality, I have to admit that myself. So, I'm just going to rinse my head off. Oh yes. Right, now what I'm going to do in my cheeks, just here, what I normally do now, because I don't have the best of growth here, you can see it on the camera, it looks alright, but in person it's not very thick growth. I use just a little bit of Furball, just this stuff literally, a little bit of that on my cheeks, just for the slickness, and I just trim this up here, and that's it done. I don't mess about lathering up all my cheeks and stuff like that because it's too difficult to get the lines straightish, and to be honest with you, the lines that I create aren't the straightest anyway. I'm one of those guys that just can't put things on straight without a spirit level. I just don't have it. Right. And that's us. That's all it needs, just a little bit of that Furball. Just gives me the slickness, that's all I need. There's not a lot of hair on my cheeks. And then we can move on to the neck. I'm not going to turn the camera around today, I'm just going to leave it as is because, like I say, the video quality looks pretty good. So, onto the brush and soap for the neck shave, which won't take long. I'll probably drag it out, my usual. Wickham 1912. Sometimes I just look at this and I just have to pull it back out. This soap is pretty much what started my journey or addiction into wet shaving. Club Cola. It smells to me just like a beautiful sweet, like a cola bottle sweet, you know, little fizzy cola bottles. That's what it smells like to me. I absolutely love it. The brush I'm using today is the West Coast Shaving. Let me see if I can find the logo. The logo's on here, but you probably won't see it on this camera in particular. West Coast Shaving. Now this is the tie-dye pink. I think this is called the Neon range. I can't remember. No. Psychedelic brush range. And this is a 24mm Silvertip. Now this knot is absolutely beautiful. I absolutely love this knot. It's one of my favourite knots in the den over synthetic and natural hair brushes. It's just lovely and soft tips. It's dense. It releases the lather well. It just works so well. It's such a nice brush. Now I still overload my brush for some reason, even though I'm only doing my neck. I don't know why I do it, I can't help myself. Oh, I love this scent. Now this scent has somewhat faded a little bit from when I first got the soap. When I first got it, I would say it would have been around about a 5 in scent strength. Out of the tub now, it's probably more like a 3, and it stays around about a 3-ish to a 4-ish during the shave as well. So it's not the strongest scented soap, but it is a beautiful scent, really sweet citrus. So the zing, it's almost fizzy. It smells fizzy. Oh, this is just a beautiful knot. You know, you can go out and spend hundreds of dollars, and I have done. I have a sort of $300 Morrison 400. And it's a really nice knot, but to be honest with you, I think this is nicer. This wouldn't be far off my favourite knot in terms of natural hair brushes in the den. I even love the handle. I love the psychedelic pink neon. I think that's awesome. It's my sort of style. So as you can see, you can still whip up a mean, thick, creamy lather. Right, I probably took more time on a lather on my neck than most guys do with a full lather on the face. I've got the Karve Christopher Bradley razor with the B plate. I've got 3.5 inch Argyle handle, which is there's only 4 of these in the world, these handles, so I'm really over the moon to have one. And I've got I think I've got the Gillette Australian spoiler. I do. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So this is the 12th shave on the Australian Gillette Super Stainless, which is hanging up on the door behind me right now. And here we go. Such a smooth razor, and the slickness on the soap is outstanding. It really helps have a wonderful shave, and obviously the scent as well. There we go, beautiful, so smooth, so comfortable, so efficient. And that's the B plate, which is I think something like 0.83 blade gap, no, 0.73 blade gap, I think, yeah, something like that. I should know off by heart what they are now. It's the only razor I harp on about these days. Just need to trim that up. That's better. This razor is really good for sort of accurate shaving, like when you've got to try and get square lines and things like that. because it's got such a narrow, thin head. You know, when you put it up next to the Karve, you can see how chunky the Karve head is compared to it. It's a lot sleeker. So it's excellent for doing cuts and getting square edges and getting into little like corners and things like that. And it's obviously very efficient, which is great as well. So it does a job that a lot of razors don't as well in terms of efficiency. So let's rinse the soap out. Now this soap in particular, I think will probably be the first soap that I actually complete and finish a tub of. And I still think I'm a long way away, probably another year away from doing that. Rinse the brush out. It's been another long video, but I'm enjoying the shaves. I'm enjoying having the beard. It's a bit different. I'd like to say it will come off eventually. It's not something I would have forever, I don't think. It's just not my sort of... I just prefer not to have a beard, really. But I'm enjoying it, the wife's enjoying it. It's something different. Sometimes you just need a little bit of a change. That way, when I do come back to full face shaves again, you have that real desire to really get stuck in and enjoy them again like you did in the beginning. Just checking the sideburns are pretty much level, they are. Right, we'll finish off now with some Wickham Club Cola 1912 balm, which smells incredible. Oh, just gonna... Big squirt there for the dome, for the coconut. But that's enough for my whole face and everything. One squirt. Sensational. Now, Wickham balms absorb very, very quickly, and they leave your skin feeling, I try to describe it like a satin or a silk feel, like where your skin feels moisturised but it's dry and like slippy smooth. It's almost like a matte effect finish you get on a paint surface where your hand just slides on, it's not gloss. So in fact, that's dried in, that's gone, it's absorbed already. And like I say, I'm just left with you can see my hands don't stick, they just slide over my skin. It's a beautiful balm, really well engineered, really well made. Okay, I'm all through everything. I think that's me done and dusted. So I started off today with Verbal pre-shave gel. It's really good stuff, you know. It really aids the shave no matter where you put it. You can shave with it as well if you have to. If it was a last case resort and you had nothing else, you can shave with the pre-shave gel as well. It's pretty slick stuff. The head shave started off with Head Slick from Headblade. Excellent product, really slick as the name says, and it just does a great job. Trimmed round the ears with the above the tie Calypso R1 aluminium razor with the Wilkinson Solid vintage blade, which has been used several times and I stopped even marking it. It's just so smooth still. I'll just use that blade until it dies. Let's say it only gets used around my ears, so it's going to last a long time. And then the star of the old head shave was the Omni Shaver, which is a 2 cartridge 10 blade shaver, which works really well. 15 shaves so far and it still feels great. It's still smooth, it's still cutting, it's still giving me complete BBS results without any irritation or very minimal irritation. And that was the head shave done and dusted. Now onto the face shave was Wickham 1912 Club Cola, which just smells divine. I absolutely love the scent of it. Wickham make really nice scented soaps. They perform very well and they're also vegetal based, so they're not using tallow or any animal products, so they're suitable for everyone pretty much. They are, I would say, vegan soaps, so anyone can use them, which is great because a lot of people out there won't touch tallow. You still get great performance from this vegetal based soap. The brush was the West Coast Shaving Psychedelic Range 24mm Silvertip, which for my money is one of the best badger knots on the market really. It is super soft, it is super dense. Smells phenomenal now. The handles are great little handles, well turned, there's no tooling marks or anything on them. They are artisan made handles. I don't know who's made them, I don't know whether they're made in China, whether they're made in the UK. I was led to believe these were made in the UK, but I've got a feeling they are made in China, but I'm not 100% sure. And the razor for today was the Christopher Bradley from Karve Shaving Company, and I had the Australian 13th use super stainless blade in here. Superb razor, so smooth, so efficient. That's a beautiful shave, it really is, absolutely stunning shave. And we finished off with the Wickham Club Cola 1912. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a wrap. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'll need to move the camera down a bit further next time I do this. I think you might have missed a bit of the shave, but I really enjoyed that. I hope you guys did as well. I know it's not what a lot of you guys come to the channel for. A lot of you come here to see the face shaves. They will come back eventually whenever I get sick of the beard, but I am enjoying it just now, and I'm just going to rock it until it falls off, sort of thing, until I've had enough. But yeah, stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you guys in the next shave. Cheers.